Oh, sorry, guys. Share my screen with you all. So I am excited that you guys are here and excited to share more about how to help you guys get some customers. Okay, can everybody see my screen okay? Everybody's good? Okay. So if you don't know, I am Kim Costa, and I have now been with Q about 8 months, and our team actually just hit gold literally on Monday, the last day of the month, whenever that was. It's all been a whirlwind. Absolutely incredible journey and just opportunity to be a part of this. I am a member of our customer advisory council, and so I'm really excited to be able to have that platform to, again, just be able to help more people see the customer side of Q as well. And so as we go through this, feel free to drop notes or questions in the chat. I would love for this to be interactive. And if there's something that maybe you've been doing that you've seen a lot of success, I would love to hear that as well with customers. So really diving in here, these people out of the way. Okay, diving in, customers. I know so many people talk about Q for the business, and I will 100% say the business opportunity that we have is our biggest product, our best product we will have right now, right? But customers are still important. And I always tell my team, why earn one set pay a week when you could be earning two? Why not get double pay, right? Our comp plan allows it. And I truly believe that if you are not helping customers, you're excluding a big portion of your network, because not everybody wants to grow a business. Not everybody is looking for that right now, but we have products and we have something for everyone and their budget. So I think growing the customer side as well as the team side, that's what I teach my team to do. That's where I feel like we can do, and I'll actually be doing a training for the entire Q in just a couple weeks about how I do both. But today is primarily focused on mostly just customers for now. Marion, I'm going to make you a co-host. Can you let people in as they're coming, please? I'm getting
Absolutely. I got you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay. So first things first is whenever you are wanting to get more customers, I think it's important to give people an experience. And I really want to share my personal experience with this. If you don't know, Brooke Lloyd, who is an absolutely incredible mentor, advisory council, top earner in the company, she is incredible. I am a personal recruit of hers. She recruited me by giving me some products. And a lot of you have probably seen my legs, the picture of my legs with the crazy rash that I had for months and months. I shared that picture on my Facebook and just said, does anybody have anything to help me with this? I've tried everything. And Brooke, being the smart businesswoman she is, reached out and said, hey, I have some samples I can drop by. Thankfully, her and I only live 15 minutes apart. I said, okay, great. So she comes by with not just a couple of samples of core, which is what helped clear up my legs in a matter of days, 4 days to be exact. But she brought by a whole slew of products, and I'm going to talk about how you can use products to help you recruit to your team as well. But I do want to say I would not be a part of Q Sciences in the capacity that I am had I not had an experience that Brooke offered me by giving me samples. So I want you to think about that the next time you're like, I don't know if it's worth giving out a sample. What if that's your next gold leader? Because that is powerful. Drop a 1 in the comments if you would love your next person you give samples to be a gold leader. So product sampling, a couple things about this, guys. I think it's so powerful to hand somebody a sample, whether you're at a local friends group or your church or your coworkers, wherever you are, to be able to give somebody an experience of trying our greens out before you want them to buy, or of giving them a sport because you know the energy you get from it, you know you love it. So help people have that experience before you're asking them to buy something. I will say, I reinvest in my business. I have a whole stock of products that I give for sampling out because I've seen the return, and it does pay you a return. A side note here, when Q does the bundles and the deals and the discounts that they do for us, that is a time that you should really be able to stock up and utilize the sale prices. Y'all would be blown away if you saw the amount of stuff I bought on our Black Friday sale, but that's because terpenes were 10 bucks. Okay. I was not going to let that go away. And so I utilize things that the company is helping us do to be able to buy product that I know I'm going to be reinvesting back into my business. Another thing that's really easy to sample out right now is our cleaning supplies. You guys, it's the size of a Post-it note like this. Stick it in a Ziploc bag, stick it in an envelope, send it to your customers and say, hey, or to a potential, say, hey, I would love for your feedback on this by, trying our laundry sheet today. So don't be afraid to sample out products. I hand them out in person, but I typically do a lot of product sampling by doing stories in my polls, or doing polls in my stories of talking about a certain product. Okay, today I'm talking about the Hydrate. I'm obsessed. I'm literally drinking it right now. I'll show myself making it, and I'll say, the first 3 people that vote in my poll right now, I'll send you a sample. Well, guess what? If 5 people vote in my poll, 5 people are going to get the sample, because that's more people that they're going to get to try. If 1 person votes in it, perfect. 1 will get the sample. But you allowing people to know that you have a generous mindset of, wow, she's not just tied to selling me something, that I can experience this beforehand, I think sets a really good precedence for your business that shows people that they can touch it, they can feel it, they can try it before. I always share about the money back guarantee, but at the end of the day, I think it's really nice to be able to sample things out and let them have that experience. And I will say, most of the times whenever I sample a few products out, they typically buy those and different ones that they didn't even try, because they've at least had an experience. Maybe they love sport and they're like, wow, this sport is great. I bet I'm going to love the Hydrate too. I'll just add that. And so don't be afraid to reinvest. It should be, as a business owner, something that you are constantly reinvesting back into your business. So next thing that I think is really powerful to grow your customer base is in-person events. And this is not a training about in-person events, but I do want to say a couple things. When you are hosting an event, and that even sounds formal, when you're going to have a get-together to share more about your business, what you're doing, this does not have to be a massive planned out experience. This can be a very laid back, hey, come over to my house Tuesday evening. I'm going to have a couple snacks. I would love for you guys to hear about my business. We're going to have some product sampling and just have a girls' night kind of get together. I want you to think about this. If you have never planned an in-person event, or if you've never been to one, I have never done anything fancier than a couple of snacks, maybe a bottle of wine, a couple bottles of water, and maybe some LaCroix. Because if I were to walk into an event, or an event like this, and they had this $200 or $300 spread of all these fancy things, and I walked in, I would think, if this is what it takes to do this business, I don't think I can do that right now. So make these relatable. When you're hosting an event, cheese and crackers and LaCroix or a bottle of wine is perfect. It doesn't have to be fancy. You don't have to go over the top. You don't have to rent a space out. You don't have to, it's really just helping people get exposed and helping people get their hands on the products beforehand, being able to mix up the greens right there and give them little sample cups to try. Have a brew bar. We all saw, if you were at convention, how incredible a brew bar was. Have a couple different types of milk that they can mix with, and creamers, and just show how versatile it can be. It doesn't have to be anything extremely over the top. We just want it to be a way to help people see how incredible our products are. And that they can taste it, they can feel it before they even get it. I have a big network that we are all into fitness. And I think something that would be really fun is to have an in-person event with maybe like a live workout, which we've done at some of the different like Camp Gladiators around here. Having some of the hydrate and rev and protein there. Just again, the whole goal is just to give people an experience so they know what they have that you can offer them. Another thing that I want to touch on is, as far as those product samplings, is I want to make it like, let you guys know it's okay to reach out and ask people for their testimony, ask people for feedback. And, asking like, hey, you're one of my good friends. I know that, I can trust you. If I gave you a couple samples, would you give me your honest feedback? That would really mean a lot to me. Give them a couple days, give them a greens and a hydrate and a sport. I'm literally using the same couple because those are the biggest ones that I sample out. But be okay asking for feedback. And whenever they say, excuse me, wow, Kim, I love that sport. It was amazing. And I love the energy I had from it all day. Guess what I want you to do? I want you to screenshot that and share that, because people seeing other people loving our products, that helps people say, wow, people are loving these products. Maybe I should try them. Okay. One thing I didn't mention, but I do want to mention real quick about the product sampling is when I mail products out. I just was at the post office yesterday. I just spent money spending on, shipping out products. It doesn't stop there though. If you're going to invest the time in sampling out, in giving people that experience, I want you to, one, have a list of who you're mailing things out to. Two, let them know. I message everybody. Excuse me, y'all, my voice. Hey, Danielle, just wanted to let you know your samples are in the mail. They're expected to be there Monday. I can't wait for you to try them. Send me a message whenever you get it, because I sent her the laundry sheet, so she's not going to know how to use it until she messages me. Sorry, my voice is still coming back. Then I'm going to say on Monday, if I don't hear from her, I'll follow up on Tuesday and say, hey, Danielle, just wanted to check and see, did you get the laundry sheet yet? I'm so excited for you to try it. She's going to say, yes, I'm so excited. Say, okay, great. How about I check back Thursday? That'll give you some time to do some laundry, see what you think of that laundry sheet, and then we can touch base and just see what you think. Okay, great. So I didn't just mail a sample and hope Danielle comes back to me and orders something. I did work to make sure she got it, to make sure I'm following up that she uses it, because y'all know how sometimes people can just throw stuff on the counter and it gets lost or in their purse and they don't use it. And I let her know that there's an expectation of, I'm going to follow up for your feedback. I think that's the least that somebody can do, is let them know that I'm giving you this in return for your feedback, not return for money, but in return for just your feedback and what you think. So I think if you're going to be sampling out and investing that part into your business, make sure you have that system lined out of following up, of making sure they know when they're going to be getting it and when you're expecting them to really have used it and give you some feedback. Okay. So kind of moving on, I think one of the biggest things, we've all heard the saying, you have to be product of the product, right? But I want this to go a step further, that whenever you are sharing on social media that we have, I mean, you guys know we have incredible products. We have so many products. Instead of just sharing graphic after graphic after graphic of all of our different products, I want you personally in your stories, on your post, being present, sharing what you're using, sharing what you're loving, or maybe sharing, maybe you don't have what you are excited to try next, but talk about it. Maybe you don't have the laundry sheets yet, but my goodness, you should be talking about how excited you are for when you can get them. The more you're showing your network what you're using, why you're loving it, the more interested they're going to be. When I went through one of my biggest customer months, I was drinking the Peach Calm with sparkling water every night on my stories. I was sharing it. I can't tell you how many people were like, what is this orange thing you keep drinking? That looks so good. Like I've heard about it, but what is it? I can't tell you how much peach calm I sold that month, but it was a lot because that was one thing I kept talking about. I do think also there's two folds to this. One, sharing and showing what you're using. Talking about, hey, I'm making hydrate right now. I mix mine with sparkling water. I love this hydrate. It's this type of flavor. It has, it's one of our CBD drink mixes. It's really great. So I'm talking about that, maybe in my stories. But a lot of times I'm sharing something completely different in my stories, but I'm making a product while I'm talking about it. So I may be talking about what me and my kids are doing later on, but I'm making my hydrate, mixing it up. And guess what that's going to do? It's going to pique people's interest of like, what is this thing I keep seeing Kim drink? What is it? Or what are those vitamins that she keeps talking about that they have like something to do with brain health or gut health? Like, what are those vitamins? I think I need those. So the more present you are on your social media, the more people are going to be able to know what you have to offer and outside of just the business. Because again, I know the business is our number one product that we have right now, but also helping people to know that even if they're not interested in the business right now, they can still use incredible products and get a lot of benefits. Which comes to my next point. One of the main things, and Brandy McCormick, she is on here, I believe. She is executive plus on the customer side, guys. She had over, I think, 3,500 in volume last month in customer volume. Not to mention she hit elite plus on the team side. She is a freaking rock star. But she is a queen at sharing people's testimonies. Half the time I see her stories, I'm like, where did you get these testimonies from? But guess what? She's being super smart and utilizing the resources that we all have access to. The Q Impact Facebook group, the boards app that a lot of us have, sharing each other's testimonies. This is really powerful because it shows that it's not just you getting those crazy results on your skin from the Q core vitamins, but it shows somebody else is now not struggling with being bloated as much because of those core vitamins. Or the collagen. How many testimonies have we seen about how incredible our liquid collagen is? But are you sharing that? Are you showing that to other people that maybe are struggling with hair loss or that maybe do want less fine lines? Think about those things and make sure you are consistently showing those to your market, showing those to your network. Testimonies are a huge, powerful tool. And anytime you have a personal testimony, this is where I love the community of Q. When you have a personal testimony, share it with your team, share it with other people, because we're here together, that the more resources and tools that we all have, the better it helps everybody. So I think if you're starting collagen, take pictures, notice the things that you're, wanting to tweak and wanting to work on and share those publicly. It's a powerful, powerful tool. Okay. So I want you guys to think bigger. Is my number one goal to build a crown diamond business off of customer volume? No, it's not. But I know a couple of things, and I've seen firsthand that maybe if you are, just a personal story here, I was at the rank of bronze for about 5-6 months. And I'm like, okay, if my paycheck's not changing because I'm not reaching the next rank, what can I do to help increase my income? That's right. We have an entire another side of our comp plan that I can benefit from, the customer side. So starting to utilize that side, you're going to earn commission and the set pay. And so knowing how to help your customers, how to get customers. A couple of my secrets I feel like that I want to share is we have a customer program. We have a smart ship program for preferred customers. The fact it's only $10 to enroll as a preferred customer for the entire year, nobody should ever be ordering retail. Let's just say that. So as you're enrolling preferred customers, you can let them know about our smart ship option. This, the way I know our pricing, I know pricing right now in shipping is just a lot all over the world. But you can let them know we actually have a program that for $50 for the whole year, you're actually going to get free. Well, it's not free. You're actually going to get your shipping covered for the entire year on your monthly subscription. Would you like to do that? They say, sure, that sounds great. Maybe not the first time, because maybe they want to try the product and they're not ready to set up a subscription. But when you start talking to them about a subscription, hey, I know you said you were loving that collagen, Christy. I just wanted to let you know that you would actually be earning rewards on that monthly order for your collagen that you can use for free products in the future. And, I don't know if this is something you're open or interested in, but we actually have a smart ship option that you can get your shipping covered for $50 for the whole year, each month on your subscription. Is that something you would like to do? Boom. If they want to do that, I do want to note, if they want to do the smart ship option, they do have to call customer service right now. Since changing from the like our new shopping platform, it's not available just yet. But it is really nice to have that as an option. Two things to note. One is it is only one subscription shipping a month, and it does have to be on subscription. They can't just go in and order in April after they pay the smart ship and it will process. It's just like our orders as ambassadors. It has to be on subscription, and they have to, it's just the once a month. Our rewards program is great too. I love talking about that because it's like a punch card that we don't have to take, like we don't have to deal with, right? They're going to earn rewards on those subscriptions. Another thing that I think is really important here is preferred customers can become ambassadors anytime. And a lot of times they're some of the best ambassadors because they have even more of an understanding of what all we have to offer here with Q. And I always let them know, I know you said the business isn't for you right now. That's totally okay. If that ever changes, we can definitely get you upgraded to an ambassador at any time. And I would love to show you the business side of this too. Okay, great. I know I shared my personal story about Brooke recruiting me with sampling, but I have learned firsthand from a top earner in the company, Brooke, how powerful that is. Because not only did she give me core, she knows I love working out, so she gave me an entire thing of Rev, and she gave me a terpene, and she gave me some collagen. Like, she was very strategic in what she knew would be appealing to me when she was recruiting. And I think this can be a really powerful tool that maybe they're not going to be your business partner just yet, but maybe they will be a customer. And so using your sampling to help you recruit to the business. And one thing I want to say is you can't be tied to the outcome here. Anytime you're sending a sample out, you cannot be tied and expect they're going to order from you. Is that our hope? Of course. But if they don't, are you going to be mad at them or upset that you invested money in them and they didn't order? No. Just lose that mindset, because that's a scarcity mindset. I will tell you, I have invested a lot in sampling to leaders that I wanted on my team, and it wasn't for them. They passed up on the opportunity. Did they get the samples? Yeah. And I gave them full-size quality products. But at the end of the day, it's like, I think paying it forward, I learned that from Brooke, and it truly does help me feel like have more of a generous mindset and not be so tied to, they have to buy something from me. They have to do this for me, me. More so of helping them see what we have to offer and is it for them? Okay. One thing about PCs becoming ambassadors is I have long-term vision here. I know when my preferred customers decide to become an ambassador that they're going to come to me and I'm going to be here to help them. But I want to ask you, do you have that long-term vision, or are you looking to make a quick sale? Because if you're here for the long haul and you know that you can provide these customers with great service, with great products, and they know that they can reach out to you anytime that they might be interested and ready to learn about the business, that you're going to be here, that helps them feel secure in that. And so I want you to have that long-term vision that you're going to be here. It's not just about, maybe they only ordered a sleep spray from you. It's 12 PV. You're not making a whole lot off of that, but maybe they love that sleep spray so much and it's changed their entire life that now they are getting enough sleep and now they can be open to the business because they actually can function and their brain is working better. And then they're a huge business builder. So you never know what can happen, but I always say, like, try not to be tied to the outcome, just be tied to the action. Another thing that I really do with my customers and with my social media is I talk a lot about our products, but I also talk about why our products are such smart business. We have consumable products that people need and order month after month after month. Well, if you were in a business selling something like clothes, leggings, then they're probably not going to be running out of those every month and ordering every month. So why this is a smart business is because we have products that people need, they want, and they're ordering. So as I'm sharing about our products, I also put business little hints in there. This is why this is a smart business, because our products are amazing. People keep ordering them, but also to have a business to be able to, build on consumable products like this is smart business. So to kind of wrap things up in closing, I'm going to give you guys some homework. And I feel like a teacher saying homework, but before I give y'all this, just drop a 1 if you're committing to doing my homework assignment. All right. Okay. I'm seeing some 1s. Okay. All right. So your homework this weekend or today is to find 3 people. That's it. Just 3 people. Don't overwhelm yourself. Find 3 people to give some sort of product to. If you are new or you maybe haven't seen a lot of return just yet and you haven't been able to invest like you want, if you have anything Q related that you can give them a sample of, I want you to do it. I want you get on your stories and say, guys, I am so excited. I've been loving our greens and I want you guys to see how much I love them. I would love to mail out the next 3 people that respond to this story a sample. It's simple. Or you can make a post about it, however you want to go about it. But I want you to find 3 people to just give something to. You can do, Carissa, I believe I stole this from you. She had a great pictures of different like product packs that she was offering people. Hey, do you want to try the Sport Greens and Hydrate, or do you want to try Collagen, Hydrate, and Calm? Like, to give people options. I think that was genius, Carissa. Thank you for that tip. And then the next thing is, after you find your 3 people, you're going to send them samples. You're going to set a follow-up with them and let them know you're going to be checking them. After that, I want you guys to plan an in-person event or a meetup to just get samples in somebody's hand in person. An in-person event, if you have anyone local on your team that y'all can do it together, it's so fun. And it takes the stress or the pressure off of it just being you. But even if you don't, even if it's just you, I want you to commit to inviting 1 friend over or 5 friends over to just say, I've been really, really loving my business here at Q. I love the products and, I really respect and value your opinion. I would love to hear your feedback. Would you be open to coming over, tomorrow afternoon and just trying some of the products? Sure, Kim, I would love to do that. It doesn't have to be a huge drawn out month in advance event. You're planning to have 100 people there, because I will be honest, I started growing my business in-person events when I first joined. I had an in-person event typically at my house or another person's house in our area several times a month. And it's powerful because maybe 2 showed up the first time, but then maybe 4 showed up the next time. I've had some where nobody shows up. So if that happens to you, I know firsthand, it sucks, but it is what it is. It's okay. Like, you will be okay. And I just think it's a great way to have that personal connection with people, to get face to face. Marion, I'm looking at you. I got to meet her and have dinner with her the other night, and it was so much more powerful than us just talking on Instagram. It was so nice to get to hug her and just get to hear her laugh. And that kind of stuff is what people are craving right now. And so use a pop-up event, use an in-person event as that. I love getting, groups together and just being able to share the products. I do want to say, if you're going to do that, make sure they know what they're getting into. Don't say, hey, I'm going to have a girls' night. Everyone come over and have a glass of wine, and then show your products. Don't do that. That is not cool. You want to make sure that they know that you are, sharing about your new business. You're excited. You want to be talking about these products. So that's really all I have for you. And I am excited. I want you guys, I would love feedback on this, on how it goes with sampling out products. And if you have an in-person event, or if you meet up with somebody, to just hand them some samples and just let them know, talk a little bit about what drew you into Q and what Q means to you. Because yes, the business side is amazing, but maybe you're here because of the 5Fs. Maybe you're here because of the financial freedom movement. Maybe people don't even know about that yet, but when you're handing them samples, talking about you have a free financial advisor, it opens up a whole new conversation. So our products are just a tool to help us grow a successful, sustainable business. And I'm just excited to be able to share this with you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording. And I have not looked through